Celebrating its 21st anniversary, the NCIS pilot remains, in my opinion, the finest episode of the whole series. NCIS, one of the most enduring scripted television series, has already established itself as a classic. It gave rise to other spin-offs, like As Michael Weatherly and Cote de Pablo's NCIS, Tony and Ziva on Paramount Plus, and a new Larry Jeffrey Gibbs prequel in NCIS Origins. Even though the main series of NCIS has been on the air for more than 20 years, I still personally prefer it to the other shows in the franchise. Recently, the popular CBS series NCIS marked a significant milestone by airing its 1,000th episode overall. The award included appearances in every other television program in the universe. However, as the mothership contains around 450 episodes from the majority, the celebration was conducted through it. I acknowledge that not all of them were made equally, having seen them. But given the changes NCIS has seen over the years, from cast reorganizations to staff changes behind the scenes, that was unavoidable. I still think that NCIS's debut episode is the greatest of all the ones that have been released thus far. NCIS is commemorating the 21st anniversary of the release of its first episode ahead of the 22nd season's October 2024 launch. On September 23, 2004, the first episode of NCIS Season 1, Yankee White, featuring Mark Harmon as Larry Jeffrey Gibbs and his major case response team from Navy Yard, had its official premiere. When NCIS's official Instagram shared a carousel of stills from the aforementioned expedition, it brought me back to this milestone and made me remember that, even after all these years, I still believe it to be the finest NCIS episode. For those who are unaware, however, Gibbs and the MCRT originally appeared on television in J2J Season 8 Episodes 20 and 21, Ice Queen and Meltdown, prior to Yankee White. Even while I am aware that these tales exist, I continue to believe that NCIS as we know it began with its official first episode, mainly since it included the official cast of the show. The JDD squad that Gibbs finally created for the main series was quite different from what it looked like due to some behind-the-scenes casting changes. In the past 20 years, NCIS has produced a lot of excellent episodes. Having said that, I believe that Yankee White stands out because it incorporates every single aspect that has contributed to its current status as a TV classic. For background, it shows Gibbs and Anthony DiNozzo Jr., his lone field agent at the time, reacting to an unexplained murder on board Air Force One that was a part of a scheme to kill the president. Together with the assistance of then-secret agent Caitlin Todd, the two were able to catch the offender just before he could carry out his crime. In my opinion, Yankee White is the most accurate portrayal of NCIS. To begin with, it has an excellent case. The suspense builds till the last end, leaving the audience wondering. Given that it concerns both the president's protection and the attack on Air Force One, the stakes are quite high. Back then, NCIS seemed like a government entity on the periphery, something that people laughed about. Since then, the company has adopted the phrase doing the work and not getting credit for it, which is established in Yankee White when Gibbs permits FBI agent Tobias Fornell to handle the media. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, the way NCIS treats its characters in the debut is a noteworthy feature. It's important for a pilot to effectively assemble its team, and after viewing the episode, I was immediately aware of the peculiarities and distinguishing characteristics of Gibbs' first group. Superb banter is another enduring storytelling element of NCIS that may be the reason fans continue to appreciate the show even after hundreds of episodes. Ideally, I would have preferred that a member of the crew who worked on the original Riche case return for NCIS' 1000th episode. Sadly, it was not going to happen with Gibbs retiring, Abby Pseudo in London, Todd and Ducky Mallard deceased, and DiNozzo having just made his comeback in the David McCallum Memorial Show. However, the fact that the Yankee White plot is being added to in retrospect just strengthens my belief that this episode is the greatest of the series.